Hi, welcome to Doris. In case if you're new here, my name is Doris. Thank you for stopping by. I'm a mom of four that is single mom of four that homeschool, work full time, and have a job. So I'm really busy. I haven't posted um, my budget videos for a while now, just because I have been crazy busy and editing take a lot of time than I thought it would have. So things are, it's not slowing down. I'm getting used to the busyness. So I'm going to start back with budgeting because when I make the video, it helps keep me accountable. I haven't budgeted in like the last 2 months because this is going to be my July budget. I'm going to show you a little bit of my January budget as to this is what my budget usually look like. I have a spending track on the side, and then I have like bills expensive, the debt I have, and in this area will have been my sinking funds. I'm going to go to July, and we're going to go from there and budget. I made this budget planner myself to fit what I needed because one, I didn't have money to buy a new planner, and then when my printer started working, I just make the insert and print it myself. So I am going to use a pencil for now, and then I guess I can go back in. Actually, I'm just going to use a pen. Put this here. I am missing something from here. This is what I'm missing. I'm missing something. I shouldn't be going into that first. Fill this out real quickly. July. Move this right here. I'm going to use the actual black pen. And then the 1st of July, start on the 1st. So then all I do is just go in and fill it out. I have a note section up here for any kind of notes I need to do. So on the 1st, I have the rent due. So we moved into a house, so my rent has increased. Not as much as other people that live in this area, but it has increased from what we were paying at the bus. So yeah, so I have Verizon is on the 4th. The second, I was like, how do I spell Verizon? Okay, and my next bill is going to be my life insurance up here. Hopefully you can read my horrible handwriting. And then on the 10th, I have my Apple. We have Apple storage and family stuff. And then I have my Discover credit card on there. And on the 12th, I have my gas bill, my house gas bill, almost. And then on the 14th, I have my light bill, so it's Ambit in there. On the 16th, I have my Navy Federal credit cards. One thing that's different from my previous planner video that I have compared to this one, I have a lot of credit cards now. The reason I have credit cards is because my credit score up to be able to buy the house in 3 years from now. So that is my plan to be able to buy the house in 3 years, and I need a credit score, and I did not have any kind of credit score. So I got a credit cards to help for them. So in here, I'm just going to put a note of what I want to focus on for my sinking fund. That is the only thing. My sinking fund is gone because I was depending on the child support with my bill, which is very dumb of me. And I didn't come, and I went into the first thing I went into my sinking funds to take money out, and then I went to my credit card. So right now I'm kind of in debt, but I'm gonna get out of it. It's okay. And, this America is built. This country is built on debt. So, but I just don't like debt. It's not as much, as some people, but it's a lot for me. So I'm starting my sinking fund back up. I'm hoping I get child support this month because the first sinking funds I need to set up is the kids troop fee because we're gonna start doing troops in like 3 months. So I want to be able to pay that or at least half of it. And then I also want to start building my emergency fund back up. Yeah, because I used that too for the emergency that we had. I was really good though. I had like almost like almost a 3 grand in the emergency funds, and I just ran through that with a lot of things. So this is just my monthly overview. I don't think I'm missing anything on there. Is where I budget at. So on top, I just have my the month where I know what month I'm budgeting for, and then I have the income. So with my income, I am still 2 weeks ahead. I try to keep it. I was trying to do a month, but I'm still 2 weeks ahead, which is great. Even with me buying stuff, I try to keep that 2 weeks ahead, just because with everything going on with the debt and things, that I just want to have a breathing room that I'm able to pay rent, and my kids can have roof over their heads. So because of that, I made sure I kept the 2 weeks in account that I'm 2 weeks ahead for my job. So for that, the income for, I think it was in 17 or 19, I don't remember what day I got that last check, but it was 1077. So income number one, 0.73. Okay. And then I don't know my income two is yet, but I'm hoping it's more than that because I've been working extra hours. I've been doing a lot of extra hours to try to get things back to a little bit on track. And then I always put child support in here. That way, when I do get child support, it helps me a lot. And I am supposed to be getting 1,500 for that every month. So hopefully, I get 1,500 or I get even 800, whatever. So, so this is my projected amount. This is actual because I already have that. Okay. So I am going to, for my check one, for my check two for projected amount, I'm just going to put the same amount for my first income because I did work more. So I'm hoping, it's more than that. I am thinking of cutting my health insurance off at work just because I went to appointment and my bill, it's like $300 for that. And then I went to the urgent care, which is going to be free. And I still have bill for that. And the sad part is where I work, it's a hospital and they own the insurance. And I went to that hospital and I'm still getting billed from that. And I'm just saying, why am I paying all this extra money if I'm still going to be getting billed from y'all? And it's cheaper to me. I feel like it would be cheaper if I don't have insurance because I can tell them I don't have insurance and they just give me a discount or whatever. So I'm thinking about doing that and just, going from there. So my first thing on there is my rent. I'm just gonna fill this out and I will just come back and we can talk about it. So this is my bill right now. I don't have Lowe's on here. When you saw on my monthly overview, I had Lowe's on there. The reason I don't have Lowe's on my bill because the credit card I used for Lowe's was for my washer and dryer when I moved into the house. I need a washer and dryer, and someone from my church paid for it. But I used my credit card at Lowe's. I got a credit card at Lowe's and paid for the washing machine and then a reimbursement. So instead of me just paying that off and then, not working on my credit, I opened an account and I put that money in a specific account and Lowe's, and I link that account to my Lowe's credit card. So they take the money out every month. So it's not coming out of my income because the money is already there. And I don't touch it. I throw the debit card away. That way it's just there to help me with a credit history and to help me with my credit score as well. So that money is already there. Somebody already gifted it to me, one of my church members, and I was blessed for that. So it is not in my monthly budget. So my rent up here, it is 580. It's 560 something, and they have to pay for people that mow the lawn, maintenance fees. So it's 580. And then my ambient energy, that is my electricity. Last month it was 200. So I'm going to budget 180 in because I've been making sure the lights is turned off, yet in the case. And I even got like those rechargeable hallway lights because the kids are leaving the lights on all night. So I'm praying to God that decreased my bill. So for my Verizon, that is with my phone and internet. I switched my phone from Boost to Verizon because I already had internet with them, and with the phones and internet, it wasn't as cheaper, but my phone that I had with Boost broke, and it was turning off and turning on. Like sometimes it would turn off for like 2 days, and I wouldn't be able to call anyone. With Verizon, they'll offer me a free phone to go to the services, which is a little expensive. But at that time, I didn't have money to buy a new phone, so then I went to Verizon, which is like $40 more than my previous bill with just my separate phone and my separate internet. But I didn't need a phone at that moment. I was in a bind, so Verizon took advantage of my poorness at that time. But with all of that, that is 145 of the phones and the internet, and then the storage, it is 55. That is where the bus is gonna go when I'm moving from the um land that is out right now. Hopefully they got move it today. And then my car fuel, I fill it up once a week when I'm not doing anything, and it go around $90 or so. So I'm budgeting 360 in. I have a Suburban and it's really bad on gas. So whenever my money issues settle down, I'm going to try to buy a car that is very good with fuel. I love the Suburban. It's easy to fix. It's very doable, but the fuel is killing me. Okay, so for my household for July, I'm only gonna budget $50 in. I usually do 100, but I have trash bags, I have laundry detergent, I have cleaning supply. So I'm just gonna budget that in, and that's gonna go in the sinking fund for the next month because I should need laundry detergent next month. So now I have $100. And then for tennis, I have tennis up here. Abigail had Spanish lessons that she used to do, and it's $60 a month. Or during the summer, she didn't want to continue Spanish because she wanted to do some tennis. And they have a homeschool tennis here, and it was the same price. So we're just transferring that money from Spanish to tennis. So it's still the $60 a month. And then for our therapy, the prices went up a little bit. Plus, everyone is in therapy now, so that is $120, which is really cheap for a therapy. Um, so I'm glad for that. And then for my health insurance, it's $15, or maybe it's 14 something. I don't know. And then I'm gonna skip food for a second and come to my gas bill. My gas for the house. And last one was $80. So I'm gonna keep it at 80 because I've been baking sourdoughs, baking more. So hopefully I stay like that. And then with the food, I'm trying to decrease my food budget. The food is where a lot of my money go, and I wish I qualified for food stamps. But that is where all my money go. Like sometimes 60% of my money goes to food. Like 2 months ago, I checked the how much I spent on food, and I spent $1,500 a month. It was 14 something. I'm rounding it up to $1,500 a month, and I almost cried. And yes, the prices of everything is going up, but I was like, no, we are not gonna do that. I'm already using credit cards to pay for everything. So this month, I'm going to keep myself accountable and try to stay at $800. So I'm going to budget $200 for every week and try to see how that goes. I think I can do it because I have, with the sourdough I'm making, the bread I'm making, and I've been making like more bagels because when I have that 3 day off now, my schedule is getting more consistent. When I have the 3 days off, I just bake a lot of stuff, and the kids have been eating it more. So I'm gonna, and then for my kids' allowance, I'm not gonna do any allowance for this month. I haven't done it last 2 months just because, and I talked to my kids about it, just because I don't have the funds right now, and I'm trying to get my emergency fund back up that I use, and I'm trying to stop using the credit card at the end of the month. Okay, so that, so I just left that blank. If that happens, I'll put that in there. If not, but right now I'm just gonna budget zero for it. Okay. So then on this side, this is where I usually write my sinking funds of what I want to what I'm working on for that month. For right now, I am going to try to work on my emergency fund, my chew fee, and holidays because those are the three things that's coming up. The holiday is not as much important, as the honor, as the emergency fund because I need to have that. So I'm just gonna pull my emergency fund up here. That's an E. It's just hard to read. And then the next one is the kids chew fee. Emergency fund, it is still at $1,000. That is what I'm budgeting. And then for the true fee, it's $700. And then for the holiday, I'm just gonna leave the holiday off. If I can get those two things, I'll be okay. So for my debt, for my credit cards debt and stuff, I I still need to go and figure out like how much I own for credit card. So for my credit card debt, this is my goal, my plan for my credit card debt. I have the with the income tax coming up because I filed late and I have a lot of issue going on with my income tax. Just because that was my first time doing my taxes, so I should be getting 2,000 and $2,600 back. So I'm going to pay those off for that. But I'm gonna just write down my credit cards I have, but I'm not gonna put amount or the payment on there because I have the payment and balance. I'm gonna wait and do that at it. So for my credit card, this is the plan for my credit card. I filed my taxes late, and then I had a lot of issue, and they keep asking me sending it back. IRS keep rejecting it, and stuff like that. That was my first time doing tax, y'all. So I'm hoping to get it in July because I fixed what the last time they sent me. I fixed that. So I'm going to get it, and I should be getting 2,005 or $2,600 back. So I'm going to use that to try to pay my credit cards off. But I'm just going to list all my credit cards, and at the end of the closing of my budget, I'm gonna tell you how much I put in each and my balance if I have any balance for that. So I have USAA credit card, and this I use it for gas. So I should not have anything on here because I pay that every month. I take the gas money and put that on there. So I don't think I have anything on here except for what I use for gas for June, and then I just pay that in July, and then I rotate. And then the next one I have two Capital One's credit cards. So I'm just gonna put number one, Capital One, number two. Okay, and then I have I have a Navy Federal credit card. I took credit cards out to wherever I can get accepted, and I have a Discover credit card, and that's it, right? One, two, yeah, that's all the credit cards I have. I feel like I missed all the lowest credit cards. It's fine, it's in here. So I am okay with that. So I have USAA Capital, two Capital One, Navy Federal, and Discovery credit card. Okay, this is where I've been putting notes, but mostly when I was budgeting, I put my credit score on there. When I started with budgeting and trying to do my credit score and taking on the credit card, I have 500 credit score. So at the end of the month, I come and run my credit score that I have. So I'm just gonna put it up here, my credit score. And then I would just write it in here on the bottom of the month, and it'll help in that way. I keep track of my credit score, and the credit score is my Vantage credit score, so it's not as accurate as it's not accurate. It's not as accurate, but it's close enough just to give me a little bit of idea on there. Okay. So I'm gonna add up all my expenses, and then I'll do the income on there and see if I'm going to be in the red this month or not. 580 plus 180 plus 145, 55, 360 plus 8 plus 50 plus 60 plus 120 plus 15. I feel that my insurance is $14, not 15. Okay, so that gives me 24.53. Okay, so I am going to, I'm just going to write this up here so it'll come all the way down. So I'm just going to write this up here. It's 20. So 24.53, I'm just going to write that up here. And then for my income, with my projected amount for 2 and that, I'm gonna only do these 2. So for my income, I'm only gonna add up these 2 right now. This is just gonna be extra. So I have 1077.73 times 2. Okay, so that means I'm gonna be in the red. So I need to get more for that. Ooh. So this is 2155. Yeah. Lord Jesus. So I'm praying to God get that. I need to go on my company website and see how many hours I work to see how much I'm gonna get the close amount, because I know I work more in this, working more here than I did here. So hopefully it's more than that. But with that 21, I mean I'm going to be short $300, 24.55. I'm gonna be short 254 cents. So I'm just gonna put the sticker here. Actually, I'm gonna cover this up. Okay, so we have 24.55 minus 21.55 equals negative 299.54. So this is what I'm in the red for. It's 200. So if I don't get child support, I am going to be short at the end of the month with $300. Okay, so hopefully I get child support. If I don't, that's what I'm going to be short of. If I do get child support, then I will have, I don't know where I get these little stickers from, but I just love them. Especially with me putting random notes everywhere. Okay, so without and then with child support. So that is 2155, 2155 when, oh, it's fine. I think it's 45 plus 115. So that would give me 3655. So 3655 minus 2155. So that would give me a surplus of, wait, I did that wrong, didn't I? Oh yeah. Wait. What am I doing wrong? Okay, hold on. 2155 plus 1500. Okay, that's 3655. Okay, minus 2455. Yeah. So that would give me a surplus of 1,200. Okay. So yeah. So I'm hoping I get child support for July or even at the end of the month for June, because I haven't got it for June or the month before, the month before, the month before. So, but I always have hope, that, God's going to soften someone's heart. This is my budget for July. So thank you for sticking around, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Have a blessed day.